You see it on the floor and your whole body recoils. A dead mouse, a broken-winged moth, a beetle that clearly did not survive the night. And there is your cat beside it, calm, almost satisfied, like some small, wild force has quietly passed through your kitchen and left evidence behind. The easy explanation is that your cat is bringing you a gift. That is the story people like because it feels sweet. A little dark, maybe, but sweet. As if your cat woke up, went hunting, and thought, this human deserves a present. But that simple version hides something much stranger, older, and much more revealing about what it means to live with a hunter that has learned to share your home without ever fully surrendering its instincts. Because when a cat brings prey to you, you are not just seeing affection, you are seeing ancient predatory behavior bend itself around social life. You are seeing the collision between instinct, learning, attachment, and a nervous system built for stalking, killing, carrying, and sometimes teaching. To understand it, you have to stop looking at the mouse and start looking at the cat. Cats are not built like pack hunters. They did not evolve to chase prey in coordinated groups the way wolves did. Their hunting style is private, precise, and intensely sensory. A cat's world is made of tiny motion, faint sound, flickers in grass, vibrations in walls, the high rustle of something alive where human ears hear almost nothing. Their eyes are tuned to detect movement in low light. Their whiskers help them read space and texture at close range. Their paws place almost no sound into the world. Their whole body is an instrument designed for the final few feet before impact. And hunting, for a cat, is not just about hunger. That part matters. People often assume that if a cat is well fed, the hunting instinct should simply switch off. But predation in cats is not controlled only by appetite. The drive to chase, seize, bite, and manipulate prey is partly separated from the drive to eat. That is why a cat with a full bowl can still spend 20 minutes stalking a moth like its life depends on it. The body is responding to movement, opportunity, and a deeply rehearsed motor pattern, older than the house, older than the furniture, older than you. So when your cat catches something, the story is already bigger than food. But why bring it to you? One reason is simple and physical. Cats often carry prey to places they experience as safer. In the wild, a hunter does not always consume prey at the exact site of capture. Carrying food away can reduce the risk of interruption, theft, or vulnerability. Eating is a defenseless moment. You have to lower your guard. Your mouth is occupied, your attention narrows. For a small predator, safety matters. And in your cat's lived experience, your home is the secure territory. It smells familiar. It holds known escape routes, known resting spots, known temperatures, known sounds. So sometimes, what looks like a ceremonial offering is really this. I caught it there, but I want to handle it here. That already changes the feeling, doesn't it? Your cat may not be presenting prey like a wrapped gift. Your cat may be relocating prey into the safest center of its known world. And you are part of that center. Then there is another layer. Kittens do not magically know how to hunt. They are shaped by practice and by exposure. In free-ranging cat populations, mother cats do something remarkable. They do not only feed their young, they progressively introduce them to prey. First dead prey, then injured prey, then live prey. It is not moral, it is not sentimental, it is skill building. The kittens learn what prey smells like, how it moves, where to bite, how to hold, how to respond when something struggles beneath their paws. It is behavioral tutoring, through experience. That pattern matters, because domestic cats still carry pieces of that neural program. Not every cat expresses it the same way. Not every prey drop means your cat thinks you are a kitten. That idea gets repeated a lot, because it sounds funny and flattering. The truth is more careful than that. Your cat is not sitting there with a human-like concept of parenthood and deciding to educate you. But biologically, prey retrieval and prey presentation are linked to systems that, in feline life, also overlap with maternal and social behavior. So in some cases, when a bonded cat brings prey into shared space and leaves it near you, what you may be seeing is redirected behavior from an ancient template. Bring the catch home, place it near a social partner, remain near the outcome. Not because your cat thinks like a human teacher, because evolution often reuses old circuits instead of inventing brand new ones. That is one of the strangest truths about animal behavior. Instincts are not neat little boxes, they blur, they spill into each other. Hunting behavior can blend with territorial behavior. Carrying can blend with safety seeking. Prey presentation can blend with social bonding. The result is a behavior that feels personal, but is built from systems far older than personality. And still, it is personal, because your cat did not leave that mouse at a random doorstep 3 streets away. Your cat brought it into your shared life, into the smell of your clothes, into the room where your footsteps mean routine and safety, into the strange colony your cat has formed with a giant hairless primate who opens doors, fills bowls, makes heat appear, and somehow belongs. That bond matters more than people think. Cats are often described as detached, as if they simply tolerate human presence because it is convenient. But attachment research and behavioral observation tell a more interesting story. Many cats form real social bonds with humans. They use us as sources of security. They orient to our routines. They experience stress when social expectations are disrupted. They may not perform dependence in the same theatrical way many dogs do, but that does not mean the bond is shallow. It means the bond is expressed through feline logic, and feline logic is quiet. It is sleeping in your room instead of another one. It is sitting near you without touching. It is watching you cook. It is rubbing its face on the corner where your scent lives. It is appearing, again and again, at the place where life happens. So when prey enters that same social field, it is not absurd to say that your cat is folding you into its behavioral world, not as another cat exactly, not as a helpless child in a human emotional sense, but as part of the social environment that matters. There is also a detail people miss. Some cats do not actually want you to take the prey. They drop it, hover, vocalize, paw at it, or re-engage with it. That tells you this is not always a completed transfer. Sometimes the act of bringing is itself part of the hunting sequence. The cat may want a safer stage for continued interaction. Cats are drawn to movement, and prey that is not fully dead can re-trigger stalking and capture behavior. Your living room becomes an arena where the nervous system gets to keep doing what it was built to do, which is, admittedly, a terrible design feature from the human perspective. But even that has meaning. A cat's predatory system is fueled by arousal and pattern completion. See, freeze, stalk, chase, grab, bite, bat, reposition, watch, repeat. The behavior is rewarding in itself. It satisfies circuits that existed long before food bowls and feather toys. This is why play matters so much for indoor cats. A one toy is not just entertainment. It is a substitute channel for a body that still expects predatory rehearsal, because the instinct does not vanish when the wilderness does. It comes indoors. It walks across your sofa. It sleeps in a patch of sun, and every now and then it puts a dead insect by your bed, like a message written in a language older than comfort. The mistake is thinking the message has only one meaning. It is not purely love, not purely instinct, not purely teaching, not purely territory. It is all of those systems brushing against each other. Your cat hunts because the body says hunt. Your cat carries because carry is part of what hunters do. Your cat brings prey into safe, familiar space because safety matters. And if you are inside that circle of familiarity, then you become part of where the behavior lands. That is why this moment feels so intimate even when it is disgusting, because buried inside the unpleasantness is a strange kind of inclusion. Your cat did not keep the wild completely separate from you. It crossed the boundary. That mouse, that bug, that limp moth on the tile is evidence that your cat does not live in 2 completely different worlds, one animal and one domestic. The worlds have fused. The hunt happened out there. The result came in here. And you, whether you wanted this role or not, are standing in the middle of that fusion. This is also why punishment is such a bad response. If you scream, chase, or punish the cat after prey is brought to you, the cat does not walk away thinking, "Ah, yes, my human rejects my symbolic gift on ethical grounds." Your cat experiences confusion, threat, and broken association in a moment shaped by instinct. It is far better to manage the environment, reduce hunting opportunity where possible, Use bells or bright collar covers if appropriate and safe. Enrich indoor life, and increase play that allows the predatory sequence to complete in healthier ways. Because behavior is not changed by outrage, it is changed by understanding what need the behavior is serving. And maybe that is the final twist here. The dead mouse is not proof that your cat is cruel. It is not proof that your cat is plotting. It is not even proof that your cat is trying to be nice in the simple human sense. It is proof that beneath the softness, the purring, the slow blink, the warm shape curled on your blanket, there is still a real predator, small, beautiful, efficient, sensory-driven, ancient in design, and somehow, impossibly, that predator has made room for you inside its map of safety. That is what makes this behavior so powerful. Not that your cat brings death to your doorstep, but that in its own feline way, it brings part of its deepest nature into the shared space between you. And once you see that, the moment changes. It is still unpleasant, still inconvenient, still a strong argument for better toys and faster reflexes. But it is no longer random. It is no longer nonsense. It is the shadow of wild behavior landing in a domestic life and trusting that this home can hold it. If you love animals, those are the moments worth paying attention to. The ones that are messy, uncomfortable, and full of biology. The ones that remind you that love across species is never just softness. Sometimes it is understanding a creature clearly enough to see the hunter inside the companion and the companion inside the hunter. If that kind of animal truth moves you, stay with this channel and subscribe. There is a whole hidden world in the behavior pets show us every day, and once you learn how to see it, you never look at them the same way again.